Hello everyone, I am back with another tutorial. Today we are doing a box cake mix, but we're going to upgrade it to a Oreo cake. And it's going to wow the crowd, y'all. We have two different cake mixes. One is triple chocolate fudge, one is chocolate fudge. And I'm going to use the same ingredients. I'm going to sub out the water for milk, and I'm going to take one egg from it and use the same amount of oil. So I'm just going to add a little bit to my bundt pan. This gives it a good non-stick guarantee. I sprayed it first with pan spray, and then I gave it a little shake of the cake mix. This keeps the flavor but also keeps it from not sticking to the pan. We have our Oreos here. If you guys remember from my chocolate covered strawberries, I still have some leftover Oreos, some leftover chocolate, leftover almond bark, and so we're gonna get started. As you can see, I have my milk. I have 2% milk. You can use any type of milk you want, whole milk, skim milk, but I use milk instead of water with this. So double the recipe. All right. And we have our oil here. A good way to measure this also is to add all your liquid ingredients like your eggs, oil, milk. Put it in one bowl and then mix it together and then add the cake mix. That just helps it mix properly and thoroughly. We have our eggs here. I'm just going to put them in a cup first to prevent any shells coming into my mixture. And I decided to trade out my small bowl for my KitchenAid mixer, which I call her Harriet. She is named after my Nana, who was a baker in our family. It's dark chocolate, just like my Nana was. So check out these eggs. We're just going to go ahead and beat them nice and smooth. Fluff them up. It helps the cake fluff, and it also helps move thoroughly throughout the cake mix. So now here I'm transferring all my cake ingredients into this bowl so it can mix properly and not overflow. And you guys can see it. Get all that stuff up in there. Y'all, I was grooving because Mary J was on, and they've been playing Mary J all over the place lately. She is getting her flowers, y'all. She should have been got her flowers, but it just reminds me of all the Mary J my mom played in the house growing up while we were cooking and cleaning. Just brings back memories, so I had to play it. And yes, I do have clothes in the dryer. Yes, I do. This is Dirty Kitchen for a reason. All right, make sure you're scraping down that flour, that cake mix, because you want it to be properly mixed. All right, you see it, nice and fluffy. We're just going to add a little bit in there at a time because I want to layer my Oreos in the middle. So I'm just going to add half the batter, a little bit less than half the batter at the bottom, and then I'm going to add my crushed Oreos. Not too crushed. You just want to have like chunks of Oreos so you can see them, and it will be in every bite that you have. So I'm just going to go ahead and crush those up and put them layer by layer. And you want to make sure it's about an inch, my first line on my finger from the pan so it won't overflow. Wardrobe change, y'all. Just kidding. It's the next day. I let it cool. 375 for 45 minutes. Let it cool overnight. And now we have our chocolate and our almond bark that we had from our strawberries. We do not waste anything in this house, y'all. So I'm just going to layer it chocolate, almond bark, chocolate, almond bark. You can use white chocolate if you want. I had this left over, so that's what I used. Yes, I did. And I'm just drizzling on top. One layer chocolate, one layer almond bark. And you want to be sure to add a few drizzle layers. Make sure you're evenly spreading the colors all around. It's all about aesthetics, guys. You really want to just eat with your eyes first. So now I'm grabbing my Oreos and I'm going to just crush a few over the top. Nothing fancy. If you want to use a blender and crush a little bit more finer, you're welcome to do that. But I wanted to have thick, chunky layers so you can really see the Oreos. And be sure to rotate your cakes in order to get an even layer amount of Oreos. Rotate it, make sure you're getting all your layers. As you can see, I came over to the side and I wanted to make sure everyone got their fair share of Oreos. And in order for the Oreos to really stick, I decided to add just a little layer of almond bark and another layer of chocolate. And as you can see, I was like, yes, honey, I was feeling this. I was having the time of my life, y'all, for real. It was a really fun thing to do. This was for a Super Bowl party, so I had to show my skills first time around. So look at that thing. That thing is stinging, y'all. That thing is stinging. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you. All right, bye.